go down to the end of the pier. There's steps on either side. They usually go down to little platforms there, and that's where they would launch the taxis from. They had people lined up 4 abreast, they say. Santa Monica was filled all night long. Tony Carnero was a gambler. He was a little bit of a swagger. He made millions before he even opened the ships. He was already a millionaire when he was in his 20s. And he would go wherever the opportunity was best. You know, he had the idea about the gambling boats because, you know, if it's legal 3 miles out and I can put something out there, I got myself a clear path. But I must have that man. The gambling ships were just the most visible part of it, but there was gambling everywhere in LA. It was legal gambling. You could get great food out there. There was entertainment, bands and singers. His idea was, for a 35-cent water taxi ride out there, you get supposedly this luxury gambling. Even though he lost money on all that, he made $300,000 a month just on the gambling. That was in 1938. You prove any of the games were illegal, you get $100,000. He was really determined to be very crisp and clean above the law. They arrested him a couple of times for gambling. He was convinced that what he was doing is perfectly legal. The appeals court overturned the conviction and said that he was legal because he was 3 miles off the coast of Santa Monica. And at the time, Santa Monica was called a bay, but he had argued that Santa Monica wasn't really a bay as much as it was a bight, which is just a curvature of the coastline, which means if he was 3 miles away from the actual land, the shore, then he was in legal waters. So basically, Tony was the first guy that had the idea, but they sort of built on that in Las Vegas, where they decided, okay, let's do gambling where we're not cheating, we're not running crooked games, we're just taking a smaller percentage, which is the odds that the house gives, and really make money off of it. He did not consider himself a criminal. During Prohibition, he was taking good Canadian whiskey down the coast, and he got busted for that. And when they brought him into court for that, his thing to the press was he said he was doing it to save lives, that he was actually saving thousands of American lives from all this bad, home-brewed gin and whiskey that they were putting in the bathtubs. That was his take on it, was he was doing it as a public service. For people that are looking for a little excitement and entertainment, he'll provide that, and he'll make a good living off of that.